I gotta say, I'm really angry today. I wasn't sure at first because it's pretty intense. Well, at least at the levels that I'm not usually angry like this. So I thought, oh, is it related to something that I attempted and that me and this chief also are wondering why there's no response to it yet? But no, I analyzed as it kept growing with additional interactions that it's related to seniors, elders, people of authority that are older than me or sometimes are just volunteers. And while I treat them with respect, they do not treat me with respect. And I wonder, is it because it makes them feel safe in a world that they know is crazy? Because if so, they're very selfish. They're not anything other than being part of the problem because it's their strategy just won't make any safer proto-society for them and their loved ones if they are capable of such things, having loved ones. And then it makes me angry at myself, right? Because that's really, anger is more productive when you make it that you're angry at yourself in your thought patterns, because really is, why am I still here in Canadian society that is so flawed and so broken and so accelerating in its breakages? And the answer is easy. It's just very draining to prepare the energy to leave. The energy and the planning before and knowing you'll need it for at least weeks or months while you're away to increase the chance of being successful, that kind of energy rationing motivation and success is hard. I was gone from Canada a couple of times. The second time was quite a long time. And it could have been shorter, but I added another part of the world to study, even though I was drained. But I thought, I'm drained. I have no energy leaving Asia before going to Africa. And I said, I just need more data, but also, like, when you think that there's no supportive community, relatives or friends or society or, any kind of community waiting for me to recharge my batteries in and quickly, if it's really human, quickly within a week or two, be able to be of assistance in that place again. I just had no place like that. So that was pretty amazing. I chose to go to Africa still. And people, nobody's actually asked me what it's been like. So I know people probably imagine like a commercial where all this person's traveling the world is like Ewan McGregor or something, and it's like, even Ewan McGregor's challenges were nothing compared to mine. Let's just say, in all three of his motorcycle tours, let's say, even though I wasn't with a motorcycle on my trips, and yeah, that's true, and anybody can challenge me on that. So how drained I was with this, that I'm not on vacation, that I'm traveling the world in search of the elusive Homo sapien, possibly real love, like real human love, and also a community where I feel I belong as who I am, and still not succeeding, which of course my theory predicted. But I mean, I'm alive, so what am I going to do? Not try, not see if I'm wrong. So yeah, on the weekend is a holiday, and I've been invited to a couple of celebrations of this holiday, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to be mostly about consuming or gathering, but not community. I'm not going to feel like any of my social needs can be met. So, still do it anyways because not doing it would make me my enemy. Like, I have to put myself out there. I might meet some new interesting people. So here's four things again that I've failed before, but I'm trying one last time to see if And I'm asking for all four of these before I decide, because my anger right now is making me very productive, very motivated. So it's a sign also that I might be ready to leave. So I'm wondering if I'm going to get these four things. And these four things, am I asking too much? And if you guys think I'm asking too much, which is kind of your wheels spinning in my head to say, am I asking too much? It's so ridiculous to think, if we think we're human communities, that this is asking too much. It's not at all. So there's a new lady, and it's not romance, it's the potential for friendship is developing. If this works out, this is one. Still, I would like either badminton or volleyball in my life. Now, I've made some efforts, but I'm going to try and make some more, including starting my own club if I can get access to gymnasium. Okay, so that's 2. 3 is getting any funding that I have already and will apply for the sake of my own vocations, which are of benefit to you guys. And I'm not even going to put girlfriend in these 4. And the other thing is finding it reasonable for me to put in a certain amount of work so that I can, even if it's just in this motorhome, survive the winter, right? Within, this is all before the end of October, before Halloween. These 4 things. So a real friend, and who's not too busy to not be able to communicate that much with me about our lives. A sport I enjoy. Housing that gives me perhaps a sense of security, without me kind of wearing rose-colored glasses or denial glasses that I don't see these insecurities about this place. It's got to have some security. And it's not just about power or a roof. And the other thing I said is funding for any of my pursuits, for being of service with my skill sets as a polymath. And even without funding, I can add that if let's say there's a regular income of things I enjoy that I see as wanting to do for the long term, even if it's just 10 hours a week, I will accept, or even 8 hours a week, but it pays, so that I can participate a little bit in a monetary paradigm, which I'm forced into for certain things. Then yeah, I will stay in Canada. Otherwise, if I leave, guys, it's, my God, I don't know how much more evidence you want of my efforts, of who I am and who you are, and how I'm justified to leave again. And if I'm penalized in any way for leaving, with all this documentation online on 4 different sources, then yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I'm not going to let you get away with it if you try to penalize me by saying, no, you should have stayed here because you're supposed to take your abuse, and because you're so different than us, you don't have the human rights to pursue your own potential happiness as who you are somewhere else. Well, we'll see what happens.